Right. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Lit Candles, Backward Hats, and 24 Hours a Day. Gotta make sure all three of those things are in the shot. There we go. Yes, alright. Welcome to 24 Hours a Day. Been calling this a book reading into sobriety from all sorts of addictions. So, in the foreword to this book, this is my quick little intro. In the foreword to this book, it says that this was written to help members of Alcoholics Anonymous get through each day sober. I discovered this book and I found that it seemed like a pretty good resource, pretty good reading for anyone trying to get through any sort of addiction, poor habit, codependency, anything like that. So, with that said, if your challenge isn't with alcohol, just make a mental note to replace the language where necessary, as I am doing. Today is May 2nd. Doesn't really matter what day it is for you, but all that matters is we take it one day at a time. But I will read the May 2nd entry since it's May 2nd for me. Let me get a little more comfortable. Excuse the squeaky chair. Alright. Thought for the day. In AA, that's Alcoholics Anonymous, we often hear the slogan, easy does it. Alcoholics always do everything to excess. Once again, replace the wording where necessary. This could very easily be fit with, addicts. Always do everything to excess, or whatever. Alcoholics always do everything to excess. They drink too much, they worry too much, they have too many resentments, they hurt themselves physically and mentally by too much of everything. So when they come into AA, they have to learn to take it easy. None of us knows how much longer we have to live. It's probable that we wouldn't have lived very long if we had continued to drink the way we used to. By stopping drinking, we have increased our chances of living for a while longer. Have I learned to take it easy? This has been a huge one for me. I came to a place in my life where, the things going on externally in your life are one thing, but you have to ensure that at least, troubles will come, but at least the trouble doesn't come from within you. And I came to a point in my life where I was looking around at things and I thought, day-to-day life shouldn't be a terrible struggle. It ought to be a breeze. And that required me to really start taking a different sort of internal attitude towards things. And it required me to let down a lot of things, to offload a lot that I felt responsible for. So that's my little bit of commentary. Hopefully that resonates with you. Have I learned to take it easy? Meditation for the day. You must be before you can do. You must be before you can do. You must be before you can do. To accomplish much, be much. In all cases, the doing must be the expression of the being. The doing must be the expression of the being. It is foolish to think that we can accomplish much in personal relationships without first preparing ourselves by being honest, pure, unselfish, and loving. We must choose the good and keep choosing it. before we are ready to be used by God to accomplish anything worthwhile. We will not be given the opportunities until we are ready for them. Quiet times of communion with the higher power are good preparation for creative action. Interesting. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may constantly prepare myself for better things to come. I pray that I may only have opportunities when I am ready for them. I just want to make a note on this whole matter of you must be before you can do. The doing must be the expression of the being. I was fortunate that that was something that I learned a few years ago from a business mentor. And it was one of the things that most helped me move forward in my life overall. And a lot of that has came about internally, but also I can recognize ways that it has manifested externally as well. But focusing on ways of being. How do you want to be? People talk about like vision boards, and vision boards are all about what you want to have, what you want to get. And he was talking about having a vision board of ways of being. So instead of looking at what you want to have, what you want to get in the world, focus on how you want to be. And if you be in those ways that call to you, then whatever things that is proper for you to have, whatever you want to have, will come naturally through that, because you'll be in a certain way that dictates a certain way of doing that will dictate a certain way of, or certain things that you come to have. So, I hope that's a good explanation. I hope it resonates. It's one of probably the absolute biggest lessons I've learned. And it's been huge for me. And the other thing here is it goes into, it is in personal relationships without, It is foolish to think that we can accomplish much in personal relationships without first preparing ourselves by being honest, pure, unselfish, and loving. We must choose the good and keep choosing it before we are ready to be used by God to accomplish anything worthwhile. This has to do with alignment, which is part of what I learned in that whole time, learning about ways of being and focusing on ways of being. So you want to get in alignment with the proper way of being. And then everything else, as long as you keep choosing that, as it says in here, starts to work out. And it's not like you just sit around and do nothing and things fall into place. But you become the type of person that does the necessary things you just do the necessary things, that's it. To acquire what it is that needs to be acquired, to whatever, just to do what's necessary. So, that's my bit of commentary. I wouldn't be commentating on it if it weren't that I have seen significant value in these things that I'm trying to share now. So, I will read the prayer for the day one last time. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may constantly prepare myself for better things to come. I pray that I may only have opportunities when I am ready for them. Amen. But that is it for me. This has been 24 hours a day. Thanks for joining me. Until we catch each other next time, peace, goodness to you.